Hey guys, what is up? It is Keenan with TechSmartt. Today's video is going to be about the next iPhone. Now, I know there has been rumors before about the next iPhone coming out, but here's my say on it, and I think this is what it might include. The iPhone distributors, Apple, they have created the iPhone 3G, the iPhone 3GS, and the iPhone 4. Now, with Apple's iPhone 3G and the Apple's iPhone 3GS, I think they're going to keep the model. They kept the model the same and had it rounded. Now with the iPhone 4, they changed the design and made it sort of rectangular shape. Now with the iPhone 5, or the iPhone 4G, I think it might stay the rectangular shape. Noting from Apple's patterns, I can kind of see they're wanting to stay to the same model because it has gotten the job done and it looks very nice. I also think they're going to have the glass in the back and obviously the glass in the front. But one thing Apple is known for doing is upgrading their cameras. With the iPhone, they always upgrade every camera on the models they have, and I can definitely see some new features on the iPhone. One rumor that I've had in my head, and I've just been thinking about this for a while, is will Apple ever create a keyboard? Now I do know there's cases out there that will let you simply dock your iPhone and there will be an extendable keyboard out and that lets you type. Now this is for the iPad, but I just can't see Apple having their brick phone, you could say, having a keyboard under it. I know they have the touch sensitive keyboard on here, but having it buttons would just really sway away from the whole Apple look. But I might have to just think about that because Apple, they did change the design, and I really never thought they would ever change the design from the iPhone 3GS to the iPhone's 4 current design. But anything's possible with Apple. They do throw in a lot of surprises on their models, and sometimes the people that don't like it in the beginning end up going back to the models. With Apple, they always are moving forward, and they're always creating the best displays out there, best cameras, best design, best shape, and what really feels comfortable in your hand. So I don't really have a fear of Apple creating that. The only fear I do have is the iPhone 4G or the iPhone 5 being or having problems like the iPhone 4 did with the antenna. I think that Apple will definitely correct their mistakes that they made in the iPhone 4. And knowing Apple, they really don't make mistakes on their phones too much when they first are released. Now, I do know that bugs take a while to, get out of the phone if you first purchase it, but there's always software that Apple provides to get rid of that. Now, the name and model is what I'm going to be talking about next. If you notice a bunch of other phone companies or carriers, they have the new 4G models coming out. Now, I have read on some commercials in the little white text down below, because that is legal and you must have white text below if what you're saying doesn't exactly mean 100% what the people will interpret. Now, I remember watching a Sprint commercial back in November, and it said the Sprint 4G Evo out in stores, the price and everything. And they said at the bottom, and I have great eyes, and I read it said 4G towers coming December 2011 or 2010. Now this I thought was kind of a little unfair, but I do know companies can word things differently where it is legal, but the media and people like you and me might interpret it differently. The reason I think Apple's next iPhone will have 4G on it is because that's what most people are swaying towards. Most people want a 4G phone that is the fastest and newest thing. Now Apple, I have not seen yet, and AT&T have 4G coverage yet. Now I don't know about Verizon because I only have AT&T for my iPhone service, but when my contract is up, I might do some research and it will help me determine what carrier I should go with. Now the next thing I really want to talk about is with the new iPhone coming out. With AT&T, I do know they will be coming out with a new iPhone in June, as they have done in the previous years, leading up to the iPhone 4 itself right now. Now with Verizon's iPhone just being released, will that mean that Verizon will get a new iPhone model out with AT&T in June, or will they send it back until they are ready to release a new phone? That is one of the things I did not like about them releasing this phone so early. So this might contradict whether Apple will release their product or they will with AT&T, or will they release it when Verizon's ready to have it and AT&T customers have been waiting a very long time. One last thing I would definitely like to talk about with the model of the Apple iPhone is how big they will be. Now, Apple has made their devices thinner and thinner every year, and that's how I've noticed it. Lighter, better battery, really customizing everything to fit your needs and to make it fit your life personally. If Apple makes their iPhone any thinner, I think that if you drop it, it might just shatter instantly, as the iPhone 3GS, which I have now currently. I have a case on the back, and when I drop it and it goes face first or screen first, I feel pretty safe because I do have a spec candy shell case on there. But one thing, if they make it thinner and it drops, it could just immediately crack. And I do know people, when they drop their phones, they can crack very easily. And that is due to a lack of either having case or just stupidity. But if they make it any thinner, this could be a big problem for people. And I do know you will drop your phone. It is common for everyone. There's nothing you can do. The only thing you could possibly do is keep your phone safe. Don't let other people touch it. And have a case around it. I do want to thank you guys so much for sticking with me with this video. And these are just some of the predictions I have for the newer iPhone. And if it might be a 4G or 5 or 4GS, I don't know. But thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. I am out. Peace.